Hello everyone, welcome to this financial coaching video. I'm Lloyd Obordo, one of the financial educators of International Marketing Group Wealth Academy. And by profession, I'm a police officer and during my spare time, financial educator. So bakit ba ako nag-join sa IMG? I joined IMG because I wanted to start investing for my future and I want to equip myself with proper education or financial education. But later on, I realized na maganda din pala na I was able to share what I learned and to help other people as well. Masarap din kasi sa pakiramdam na nakakatulong ka rin sa iba. So, ano ba ang mission ni IMG? So, ang mission po ni IMG is to help every family achieve financial freedom and no family left behind. Kasi naniniwala po kami na marami sa atin ngayon ay financially struggling. Lalong-lalo na po ngayon, nangyari yung COVID, no? COVID-19 pandemic. Marami ang nawalang trabaho, nawalan ng income, naubos yung savings. So, ubos lahat kasi hindi talaga napaghandaan. But when it comes to finances, kailangan nating maghanda. And that's why we are here to help you go through it. So we have this campaign, the 10 million financially educated families by year 2025. And we use this book as a tool to promote financial education. So I suggest that you must have this book titled The Secret to Saving and Building Your Future with a subtitle, Becoming Your Own Financial Educator. So this book has been so effective in promoting financial education to families, individuals, and even groups. So as you can see in the picture here, we call this the solid financial foundation. In building a solid financial foundation, we must have healthcare, protection, debt management, emergency fund, and investment. So it means to say that if you want to build something later on, something that would last, especially when it comes to building wealth, you really need to have a strong foundation. So it's like building a house. So ito po yung iron bars, steel bars, cemento, sand and gravel, which comprises the foundation of your house. So in this case, yung binibuild po natin is a financial house or yung financial future natin. So during our training and lectures, you will be able to understand deeply all about these components of building a solid financial foundation. Within a few minutes, I'm going to share to you kung ano ba yung pinaka-importante 3 financial needs natin. So to give you an overview of the content of the book, Chapter 1, this is getting to know your basic financial concepts. So ni-introduce dito yung mga basic concepts like whatever you earn should be equal to whatever you spend or save. So halimbawa, 10K yung income mo. So dapat yung spending and saving should be equal to 10K. But in reality, ang nangyayari most of the time, 10K yung income, pero 20K naman yung spending. So andun yung problema. Kasi people live beyond their means. People live beyond what they are earning. So chapter 2 naman, choosing the right healthcare. So isa sa mga biggest crisis sa Philippines is yung healthcare crisis. So during the past generation, sa panahon ng parents natin or grandparents, during the time when they got sick, kung wala silang perang pangbayad sa ospital, they had to sell something, either a house or a property or a business. Then yung dumating yung parents natin, same thing, ganun pa rin. Walang savings, walang ipon intended for healthcare. So they would have ended up asking for a donation or from a family members or sell a property. So ang tanong, gusto mo bang mangyari din ito sa'yo or sa mga anak mo? Definitely, hindi. So that's why it's very important na meron tayong healthcare. So chapter 3, understanding the purpose of life insurance. So alam natin, maraming insurance companies out there, even banks right now sell insurance product. And there is nothing wrong with it. Ang importante is this, you understand. You really have to understand what they are selling. Because in most cases, binibentahan ka, but you don't really have the knowledge or background on how to choose the proper program that fits your needs. So chapter 3 will help you or guide you in understanding how to choose the proper programs that suits your needs. So chapter 4, managing debt. So alam natin, isa sa mga usong-uso ngayon is utang. So utang dito, utang doon. And mas uso pa ngayong utang kaysa sa savings eh. So this chapter 4 will guide us on how we will help ourselves if we have that kind of challenge right now, or we will be able to help other people who are facing that kind of challenges or being challenged by debts. Chapter 5, building an emergency fund. Actually, yung chapter 4 and 5 ay partners because some people get into debts because noong dumating yung emergency, walang emergency fund. So, ang nangyari, uutang. So, that becomes their solution. So, sa buhay naman natin, lahat nangyayaring emergencies eh. Pero yung kadalasan, walang fund. So, dapat learn natin how or paano mag-build ng emergency fund. Chapter 6, saving the right way. Bakit saving the right way? Kasi meron ding saving the wrong way. So, malalaman natin kung ano ba ang tamang paraan ng pagsisave. Siguro ngayon, nagsisave tayo. Ano ba yun? You're saving the right way or saving the wrong way? So, malalaman natin dyan. Chapter 7 naman and Chapter 8 talks about long-term financial planning and long-term retirement planning. This book is really helpful for people who really want to change their financial life or for people who want to plan seriously for their financial future. Very easy, very simple, and very doable and helpful information. So, going back in the book, i-share ko po sa inyo yung chapter na talagang tumatak sa isipan ko na ngayon ay pinaghahandaan ko na talaga. So, chapter 2, choosing the right healthcare. So, sinasabi dito, in the Philippines, a lot of sick people die not because there is no medical or treatment available, but because they don't have money to pay for these costs. So, isa yan talaga sa biggest crisis dito sa Philippines eh. Namamatay sila dahil walang perang pampagamot. Yes, we have prepared to save for our SSS, PhilHealth, GSIS, and Pag-ibig. Pero we have to know that they have certain limitations. So, anong dapat natin gawin? We have to look for other solutions. On the good side, meron ng solutions sa healthcare crisis dito sa Philippines. Based on the research, retirees spend 60 to 80% of their savings on healthcare. Well, siguro naman, ngayon, di ba, afford natin yung executive kasi cover tayo ng company, right? But when we retire, to think of it, can we still afford executive or payward? Or sa charity na lang? So, sabi nila maganda daw sa executive kasi merong wifi. Pero maganda din naman daw sa charity kasi may Bluetooth, no? Hawa-hawa na yung sakit. So, maaaring pagpasok mo, isa lang sakit mo, pagkatapos paglabas mo, 5 na sakit mo. Kaya dapat din isa sa mga priorities natin ay yung magkaroon tayo ng healthcare. We prepare for our healthcare kasi health is truly wealth. So ano ba yung short-term healthcare, senior care, at long-term healthcare? The first solution is the short-term healthcare. So ito po yung very basic healthcare program na madalas in-offer ng company or ng employer as a benefit to the employees. The good side of the short-term healthcare is that as long as you're working, you are covered with a certain amount of healthcare coverage when you get sick. But if you don't get sick, the next year, magre-renew ka na naman. Or magre-renew na naman yung company, so another set of coverage na naman. But that's okay. But the challenge of a short-term healthcare is this. You only enjoy it as long as you are employed. So when you leave the company, wala ka ng healthcare benefits. 'Di ba? When you leave the company, when you retire, kung saan mas kailangan mo yung healthcare kasi tumatanda ka na, wala ka ng healthcare. So the next solution is the senior care. Similar siya sa short-term care, it's a healthcare program dedicated for people 61 and up. Meaning to say, if you have families who are like senior citizens na, this program is for them. As expected, people in those age brackets starts to get sick. Pero even before they reach that age nga, nagkakasakit na din. So this program fits the needs of having coverage during that age by the time as expected that person or your family members get sick. So yan yung advantage. Again, ang disadvantage like short-term healthcare, if you don't use it during that time or during the year, mag-e-expire siya at the end of the year. So you pay for another cost for a 1-year coverage. So it means there's no savings components. Wala siyang savings component. Bayad ka lang ng bayad, and you get covered by certain numbers of months and a certain number of years. So yan yung short-term and senior care. But the third solution is this, the long-term healthcare. So ano ba yung long-term healthcare? Yung long-term healthcare is a combination of a short-term and senior care benefit. So meaning to say, you can be covered during the present years and also you can be covered during your older years. But the good part about the long-term healthcare is it has a savings component. So meaning to say, as long as you put some money, you're covered with a certain healthcare benefits. Whether you get sick or not, you will have something in the end. So let's say 20 years after, you have something to redeem or you have something to withdraw. In other words, you get rewarded when you get sick or not. And the more you don't get sick, the more reward you have at the end. So you will have something to look forward na promise mo sa sarili mo na dapat hindi ka magkasakit. Kasi much better. Ang kagandahan ng long-term healthcare ay nandito na yan sa Pinas. So before, it is used to be available in other countries. Now, it's already available now in the Philippines. For the last 18 years, it has been helping a lot of Filipino people already. And it's a saving program that only needs to save for 7 years. So 7 years of sacrifice will give you a comfort of a lifetime. For as low as 88 pesos a day or 196 pesos a day, you could have enough funds na intended for your healthcare later on. So, going back, sinabi ko kanina that I will share to you the three basic financial needs natin. So, ito po yung healthcare, life insurance, and investments. So, yung long-term healthcare is like a 3-in-1 programs na. So, because it already has the three major financial needs. The healthcare benefit, the life insurance benefit, and the investment benefit. So we have the four corners of a good healthcare. Does it have both short-term and long-term healthcare coverage? So dapat yes. Does it have guaranteed renewal? Dapat yes din yan. Does it have a guaranteed savings and investment? So dapat yes din yan. Does it have life insurance or protection? Definitely dapat meron yan. So if you want to start a healthcare program, make sure that it will address the three major financial needs, which is investment need, life insurance need, and healthcare need. And it's already present in the long-term healthcare program. So that's it. I hope you learned something. And if you're interested to know more about financial literacy, I invite you to attend our free online financial coaching class. So just register in the link below, or you can contact me anytime. You can email me. And if you want to know how to properly execute and get started in building your own financial foundation, so paano ba ako magsisimula, mag-invest, saan ba ako pwedeng mag-invest, so we can guide you and coach you here in IMG as well.